Whitney Houston, the tragic queen of pop, had a heartbreaking yet inspiring life. Her life holds many dark secrets starting from her childhood. In this video, we will disclose her demons and struggles throughout her life. Whitney Elizabeth Houston was born on August 9, 1963, in New Jersey, to Cissy and John Russell Houston Jr. She almost seemed destined from birth to become a singer. From the moment she was born, powerful musicians surrounded her. Not only was her mother Cissy Houston a Grammy-winning gospel and soul singer, but she was also first cousin with Dion and Dee Dee Warwick, as well as a distant cousin of opera singer Leontine Price, and her godmother was Darlene Love. Aretha Franklin also served as her honorary aunt. Whitney as a baby was quite fuzzy, which earned her the endearing nickname Nippy from her father, inspired by a playful cartoon character. As she continued to mature, her rebellious streak grew even stronger, prompting her pastor to affectionately nickname her illegal due to her uncanny ability to find a way to challenge any rule or restrictions that came her way. Everything about her childhood seemed perfect, but contrary to her expectations, she held a painful secret. After Whitney's passing, allegations surfaced that her older cousin Dee Dee Warwick had molested her during her childhood. Friends, family members, and Houston's half-brother came forward claiming that Houston had privately disclosed the abuse to them, while Whitney's half-brother alleges he was a victim of it as well. These revelations exposed the deep-seated trauma Houston carried from her early years and add another layer of complexity to her life story. Even as a child, Houston was able to wow audiences. By the time she was 15, Houston was performing often with her mother and trying to get a record deal of her own. Around the same time, she was discovered by a photographer and became an extremely sought-after teen model. She was one of the first African-American women to appear on the cover of Seventeen magazine. Houston's struggles in the early 80s to gain attention for her music changed in a single night, and A&R rep, impressed by her talent, convinced Arista Records head Clive Davis to witness the 19-year-old Whitney's performance. By the night's end, Houston had secured a worldwide record contract. It seemed like a fairy tale, except there was no happy ending. She and Davis spent the next 2 years working on her debut album, finding the best producers and songwriters available to showcase her amazing vocal talents. After 2 years, on Valentine's Day, February 14, 1985, the artist released her debut album, Whitney Houston, and almost immediately became a hit. Houston won a Grammy in 1986 for Saving All My Love for You. The award was presented to her by her cousin Dionne Warwick. Despite receiving critical acclaims for her debut album, Houston encountered the invisible barrier of the music industry as a black artist. One such instance was when she sent MTV her video for an early single, only to have it rejected for airplay. However, Houston's subsequent singles became massive successes, compelling MTV to include them in their rotation. While working on her debut album, she met Jermaine Jackson, a renowned member of the Jackson family. Houston and Jackson's relationship evolved from a platonic connection to a romantic one. However, Jackson was already married to Hazel Gordy, the daughter of Motown record founder Berry Gordy. Engaging in an affair was far from an ideal scenario for an aspiring star like Houston. Nevertheless, they discreetly carried on with their secret relationship for months, keeping it hidden from Jackson's wife. However, at the end, Jackson chose not to end his marriage, leaving Houston devastated by his choice. After rising to fame, there were constant speculations on her personal life, linking her to people such as player Randall Cunningham and TV host Arsenio Hall and Eddie Murphy. There were even rumors suggesting that Whitney was involved in a romantic relationship with her close friend Robin Crawford. In 2019, Crawford finally revealed the truth about their relationship.